animals adapt to the environment they're in, community media has to adapt to the environments it's in. So there's no cookie cutter approach that you pick this up, drop it with a helicopter into another community and it works. I don't believe that. Every community has to look at its applications. I do think the simple notion that affecting social change through information technology will require us all to be bitstream activists. I think that's fundamental. And how you build off that, and whether you integrate radio or you don't integrate radio, or there's already a community radio station in your town, so you can't replicate it by law probably because there's no more licenses available, but maybe you partner with them. So there are a lot of anomalies, which is the magic of community media. I'm not sure as an industry or a movement we've done the best job of perpetuating those fundamental beliefs, that this is a social movement and that we are social servants, and that the flashy toys and equipment and model numbers are the drills when we're really we need holes. And I'm not sure that that's been passed along that well, you know. It's never healthy to have an operation subsidized by a single source. It's like a giant tent with one pole in the center. That pole snaps and you suffocate from the weight of everything else. We need to practice or we risk perishing. I think it's that serious. You know, this whole movement of community television and its 25-year history could be a blip on the radar screen of information, history, that it was a great idea and it worked really well, and they should have diversified their income before cable dumped them, and they should have been involved in something besides cable when the rest of the world went digital, and they didn't. It's such a shame because it could have been a good thing, you know. I'd hate to read the epitaph on community television that way. You're a single mother, father of two, and you're working a couple jobs and you got to maintain a household. When are you going to have time to do community television? Extremely time consuming. As much as we try to keep red tape to a minimum, there is red tape. It takes some time and energy. You got to have a burning desire to pull it off, to get through the whole system and get in line and get the gear and do the show and edit it, which takes a ton of time. So we've got to realize some of this. And I think from a policy standpoint too, we need to think that this whole idea of first come, first serve, that's kind of biased in and of itself. It sounds pretty generic, but if you're closer, you're there. First come, first serve. If you are wealthy, you have time to be there. I think we need to reach out beyond first come, first serve to pockets of the community that are non-traditional users because of language, that are non-traditional users because of lack of wealth, lack of time to do it. And so we need to find ways to go beyond the first come, first serve. We'll take anybody when they come down here. No. We got to get out. We got to get out in the community. We got to find ways to make it easier on folks. We need to do our access classes in multiple languages. We've got to have curriculum and material printed in other languages. We've got to take time with outreach coordinators to go into communities at the time and the leisure and the luxury of that community, that group of community members, to help them out where they're at, to do what they might be able to do when they can do it.